Hi, welcome to the Big Bear Homestead, and today we're going to show you guys how to fix a screen. Okay, so it's winter time. You're not moving chicken tractors, you're not moving cattle, you're not weeding the garden. So what do? Well, this is where you really start to knock out that honey-do list. And if you have things like a broken screen because your dog decided he wanted to be outside when nobody was home, well then you kind of got to fix them. Or you're going to be like sitting there watching the game.
When you gonna fix that screen? You know, I sure would like to put my window open on this cool afternoon, but I can't because you didn't fix the screen yet.
So now's the perfect time to fix said screen. And that's what we're going to do today. So the things that you're going to need is your busted screen, the rubber seal, pair of scissors. This, I don't even know what this name is, but we're going to call it the fixing screen tool because this is what you put the rubber seal around in. And you're going to need new screen. All right, so let's fix this screen. Well, the first thing that you want to do is you want to look the screen over to check your frame. You want to make sure your frame is not cracked, pinched, bent in any way, shape, or form. And we got lucky with this one. He didn't do any real hardcore damage when he did that. So then all you do is you find where the rubber seal is busted and start pulling. Okay? You're just going to pull it out. All the way out like such. Okay? You can push that over to the side because you could probably reuse that for something later. Take your busted screen. Take it out. Now I always fold these up when I have to do stuff like this, and I keep them because they're great for screening a chicken coop window, stuff for your rabbits, all kinds of things. There's always lots of uses that you can use an old screen for. You can use it as a filter to help catch fish, a net, not a filter. All right, then you take your new screen. Open it up in the package. Open it up. Now, obviously, it's going to be bigger than this screen, this window. Okay? So all I like to do is I like to go ahead and start it on one edge. Okay? Let me do it over here. Okay? And I'll go ahead and line this up to where it's just hanging over this little groove right here. Okay? There's this groove right here where your chunk of rubber, your rubber sealant tube, whatever it is, sits in. Let's see if I can get it better. There we go. There's a little groove right there. I want this edge to just lightly overhang just a little bit. Okay? And then I'm going to I'm going to roll it all the way out, okay? And then I'm going to make it where it's the same way on the bottom. Because the less I have to cut, the better. So get it square. You're going to have to play with it for a little bit. Okay? Then you take your new rubber seal out of the bag. Okay? It comes in a big old gangly mess. All right. Then you find one end. You're going to have more of this than you're going to need also. Okay, then you start down here in one of these corners and you place it in there like that. Okay, Then you take your tool Now, your tool here has little grooves in it, as you can see right there, okay? That's for it to fit this rubber tubing. Now, you got a smaller size and a bigger size, depending on the size of your tubing. And you just push that in. Now, it's going to push your screen down into this groove, which is going to make this is why you leave that excess on it, okay? You just roll it in there. Real nice, real easy, okay? Not rocket science. Again, this is why I leave that extra on there, so then that way it doesn't pull it, and it doesn't it won't pull it away. You won't pull the screen out. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now once I hit that other corner, I push this down in there really good. I want a good seal. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky by the way that I do it. Okay, I'm gonna turn this entire thing. Okay, because again, I want to make sure I got everything straight and square. Okay, now the corners are tricky, so I'm just going to come around here. Okay, you got to make sure you get it down in that corner. Like such. And then you got to baby it around your corner here to where you go ahead and push it down on this side a little ways, and then come back up and really work it in that corner. Corners can make or break you with this. Okay? So roll this down. So you get to the next corner and do the same thing. Feed it around your corner. Push it down in. Come back, reel your corner on both ends. Make sure it's in there good. Okay. Boom. Now, there is probably some scientific way to do it where you're measuring this and measuring that to get it, and you're spending 20 minutes measuring something. Well, you got 20 minutes. Okay, put it in here, work your corner. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Work your corner. Keeping your fingers on it to try to keep your screen as tight as possible. With the right tools, this is easy. Now I know of some people that say they got to do it with a butter knife and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm like, whoa, Nelly. That dog ain't hunting here. No, ma'am. Whoops. Okay, and this is where you're done. Okay, now you just take your pair of scissors, come down here to your tubing, make it where it's nice and flush with your corner. It's a right-handed world, or left-handed scissors. Come down here, whoop, cut that away. Take this, put it back in its package so that way it don't get ruined. In the package. Get in there, get in there. Okay, now, again, work this corner really well. So that way that piece is down in there really good. Back over here to your first side. And run this down. I like to just take this tool, okay, and run it in there really good a couple of times. Make sure it's really down in that groove. Put a little elbow grease in it. Maybe not so much. Because it will try to work its way out while you're pulling it all. So go back over your work that you done one good time. And now, did you get the biggest pair of scissors you could find? Well, yes, I did. Just cut away your excess with the scissors. Now I like to let my scissors ride on the frame when I'm making the initial cuts. That wasn't supposed to happen. But the show must go on. Okay, now this is where I stop. Now you can go back and trim all of this flush, but I know I have a dog that is prone to try to go through these. So by leaving this extra right here that I can just fold down and take some painter's tape and tape, and it really won't mess up how my screen sits. Okay? That way, if he decides to go through it again, I might be able to salvage this piece. As long as he doesn't cut it, if he just bumps through with his head and just knocks out this seal, then I have this extra to play with when I'm trying to lay it back out, so I just don't have to put a new one. And that's how you fix the screen that has the frame still intact. Now, if your frame is pinched or busted or anything, you need to purchase this pack, which is just this frame, and you have to take a hacksaw, cut it down to match your frame, and it's got the nice little connectors on the inside, and then you just do the same thing. Okay, real simple, real easy things to do to be able to start knocking out that honeydew list, so that way when you're sitting there watching the game, you're not hearing,
how come you ain't fixed the screen yet? It's a nice day outside. I would really like to open the windows, but I can't because you didn't fix the screen.
5 minutes and the screen is fixed, and then you can be like, talk to the hand, go fix me a sandwich. Yeah, that's what I said. Fix me a sandwich. All joking aside. That's it. That's how you fix the screen. And that's it. So, thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. And like always,
Have a nice day.